Good morning. Welcome to our Monday morning meditation time. Thank you for being here with me. Always good to see you. One of the points of meditation, the benefits of meditation that has been continuing to come up in my awareness, in my own meditation time and practice, is that it's almost like we have two different parts of us that can be operating at any given time, and sometimes both are operating. And those two parts are, one is our emotional self, the self that is maybe swirling in anxiety or worry or sadness or anger or grief. And that place kind of keeps us milling around in our thought process and doesn't allow us to think clearly. Sometimes it has a good guess here and there, and sometimes, obviously we have gotten through a lot of those times or we wouldn't be here today. But it's not the most efficient part of who we are. The other part of who we are is my spiritual teacher calls it the observer self. And that is the part of us that, if you want to talk about it in our neuroscience mind body kind of way, it's our rational mind. It's the part of us that is outside of our emotions, not being managed or controlled by our emotions. It's that part of us that can take a step back from a situation and see it clearly. And so many times we have the opportunity to step back into that observer self and look at our emotions, be aware of them, acknowledge that, hey, this is what I'm feeling right now, but it's not my best self. It's not the best part of me to be making decisions from or thinking things through. So our meditation time helps develop that observer self. It helps develop that part of us that can step back. It's the part that can see I am in my emotions right now. My emotions are okay. It's okay to feel what I'm feeling. I want to just be aware of it, to acknowledge it, take a breath in it, and then say, okay, now let me help myself be in my calm, centered place, step back from the situation and approach it from a new perspective. And so we're going to practice that calm, centered place like we always do in our Monday meditations. And I'm sure if you have a daily meditation practice, you are able to feel that calm, centered place as well. So we just take a breath or two, get comfortable in the place you are, your chair or couch or bed or floor, wherever you like to have your meditation time. And we take a couple of deep breaths and just let the mind body system be still. And just become aware of your surroundings and any sounds that you're hearing. Maybe cars passing or birds chirping. I have construction near me, so every now and then I hear a saw. I just acknowledge those sounds. They don't touch us, they don't disturb us, they just are what they are. Part of our meditation benefit is that practice of learning how to be with whatever going on the outside and just allow it without allowing it to disturb that calmness within. And we bring our awareness closer to ourselves, just noticing your body and your body sensations, anything that you might be experiencing today, noticing the room temperature on your skin, how your body feels in your chair. If there are any bodily disturbances, just notice those. Any aches or pains that may be presenting themselves today. And we move deeper within, noticing the breath. Notice it move in and out. Notice if it's coming from the action of your lungs or from the diaphragm, which is our belly breath. That muscle pulls the breath in. Almost like an accordion pulls air in to be able to blow out the notes. That diaphragm pulls that air in and expands and just allows the air to move out as it contracts toward the spine. And just notice that breath. Just notice whatever we're noticing with our senses. We're just allowing those sensations to be. whether it is what we're hearing, sounds around us, let them be noticed and let them be. Any bodily sensations, letting them be, noticing them, acknowledging them with compassion and non-judgment. Bringing our attention back to that calm, soothing breath. And we move more deeply within, looking at our emotions and thoughts we might be bringing to this time today. Sometimes when we have our meditation time, it's easy to leave whatever's going on in our world, either globally or personally. We can leave that at the door. And other times our mind brings it to the table. But our meditation time is just for noticing and releasing, not for engaging in whatever else is going on inside or out. I invite you to just notice any thoughts that are coming, just letting them pass by like a cloud passing in the sky. Maybe it's a cloud that passes swiftly, maybe it's a cloud that takes its time. And just notice, allow it. and see it passing. And just notice without judgment, without doing anything about it, just allowing it, letting it pass. And sometimes it's easy to allow those thoughts to pass, and sometimes they are a little stickier. And just notice when they're sticky. That's an emotional pull, and that's exactly what we are practicing observing and stepping back from. So it's okay when that happens in our meditation time. It gives us wonderful practice. And just notice the space that you're in right now. Notice how detached you are from what's going on around you, what's going on in your body, what's going on within your mind. Just notice it, no judgment. Just awareness of the peace you're feeling or the busy mind you're experiencing. It's all part of the journey. It's all part of the process of being aware and detaching, stepping back. Because whatever information we are noticing right now goes with us throughout our day, throughout our week, giving us information about how we can fortify that observer part of who we are by just being aware of what's going on the inside, what's going on the outside, and just letting it be without making any decisions about it until it feels time to make a decision about it, not from emotion or worry, anxiety, frustration, but from a state of peace and clarity. And whether that's some big decision or our many, many, many little decisions that we make throughout the day, we want all those choices to come from clarity and peace. So this practice is very much worth our while. And if you can continue in this meditation space, I invite you to do so. If you need to go about your day, just take a couple of deep breaths to help your mind body system switch gears from that quiet focus to being aware of more information from your surroundings. Open your eyes, feel your body in the chair. And I thank you for being with me today. And I will be with you during this week practicing this observer experience and fortifying that within myself as I am encouraging you to do as well. So I'm right there with you. Have a wonderful week, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye-bye.